Hey, I got one viewer. I don't know who that is, but I get my camera situated. It's gonna be a little shaky with all the erasing and stuff, but when I'm actually inking and drawing, should be fine. Hey, Justin, you're everywhere. And switch pins. There we go. Well, I like this better than Facebook. I can play music here. Only downside is I gotta work on getting the camera stabilized. It's a little wobbly. That's all right. I'm gonna work on. I think I can play music in here, but I just can't monetize it. This is how that goes. Which I don't have that type of subscriptions or viewers or anything for that type of thing, anyways. So I guess you're for the art, man. Get that situated. I don't like this pen for this job. I don't like it. My trusty Copic multiliner. Why am I talking? There's nobody here. There's nobody here now. It's okay. It's still early on. I'm gonna do the shading magic back here. By shading magic, I mean filling a bunch of area with black. You can hear my phone going off because it's blowing up lately. I need to put it on silent before I do any one of these things. Maybe get some more black ink too. Still got no here. It's okay. fill in some of the gaps with my Pentel. I do love Pilot and Pentel. They make some good pens. Just a bit of erasing before I get too far into those inks. This is Ben getting drawn in also as a vampire. I will probably do this video for about 30 minutes. I think it's a good time for any of these. Maybe a half an hour. And in case any of you are wondering, that music in the background is Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats. If you are not aware of that band, you are missing out. That is a hell of a group. Hi, someone else showed up. Yay. I don't know who it is, but thank you. I don't do trees well in outline. Usually I do them better if I'm just using the black brush pen and branching out over white, but kind of suits this type of thing to have them suits this type of thing to have them. Hey dude, white against a black background looks a lot better. Looks a lot better that way. And then what I'll do here is just put a few branches, like Bob Ross, but with creepy little trees instead of happy little trees. Hey, 2 people are actually watching now. Yay! I'm doing a little bit of inks for the Trixie Cain Indiegogo we have going on. We have 4 days left in the project, and it's by Nasser Rabadi. A really cool creepy vampire and monster story. God, I love these pens. These brush pens. This one, the tip of this thing is so old, but I don't know if you can see like one little sprig of a thread sticking out there a little bit, but I've getting some of the bristles, not threads, trimmed on this thing. I just trim them off if they get frayed, because this thing is so malleable. You can keep it. You can keep the. You can kind of fan it out like that, and then do some thicker lines with it. We can just kind of get the fine point back. They're amazing brushes. And it can kind of breathe. Sometimes I have to go over and redo, some stuff like I'll do the larger shading areas, the washes with this brush, and then I have a smaller brush. It's another Pilot or Pentel, I can't remember. It's Pentel. And I'll go over and do some finer lines with and texture. I'll try to do these videos as much as I can, maybe about, I don't know, around noon to 1 every weekday. Maybe on weekends, but it just depends. I'll probably pop over on Facebook. My Facebook page, Sean Langley Art. Sean Langley Illustration. I'll probably do a live. I did a live video on there yesterday. It went all right, so I'll probably do a live video there too today. Maybe right after this. Get into a pattern of doing a YouTube and a Facebook. Kind of spread it around. Sucky thing about the Facebook videos is I can't play music. They ding you for copyrights. That weird sound like a spray paint can is a Posco white pen, which are amazing. But that's where the magic happens. You gotta get them going a little bit. It'll take a second, but once they get going, there we go. That's where the magic happens. This is where the power lies, brother. Then I clean up the edges and stuff in post. But gotta go off the edges here a little bit. You see where it's dragging some of the ink into where the tree area is, but I'll just clean that up later in post. Anybody who owns the original pages for these, they're kind of, they're gonna get some, they're gonna see the process. I'll put it that way. And another one of my white pens. A Sharpie. Sharpie makes some good ones too, but I don't have any for like really fine lines here. So I do these for. Get some fine lines. Finer lines from the Posca pen, but the Sharpie pen is also does really good stark white over black ink, but just not as fine. And yeah, sometimes I have to go on the sides and do a little bit of the draining the ink. But you see how beautifully that turns out. Love the white on black, the stark. And I can do that with the Sharpie and follow it up with the Posca. I did a Swamp Thing commission, like Swamp Thing in winter piece recently that I got to do a lot of trees. Mostly in gray though and black, as it was winter, it was snowy. Thank you, sir. As far as the live videos, I think I'm going to set it up to where, or if I can set YouTube up to where I go live, it automatically shares it on Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. That'd be cool. Less work for me. Because all the social media stuff sometimes it's just a hassle, but it's necessary evil in this day and age. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, but you can see some of the areas are obviously not stark white. The markers can only do so much. And plus, I probably just didn't get the ink flowing as good as I should have. I can always go back over them after they dry, and they'll cover up some of the dark a little bit better. But a lot of that stuff, if it still shows through, I just change the contrast up it when I after I scan the pages, and that will make the ink stand out a good bit more. And Ben, if you see this, I can't remember your last name. Sorry about that, but the first name is Ben. And we got your trademark cowboy hat and shades in 2 panels in this page. They don't last long because at some you're not a good year, so you're chasing this poor sap, and when you finally catch up to him, the hat and the shades kind of fly off, but in all the hubbub. But it's alright, we got him on there for this page. One of my handy dandy rolling rulers here. Get some dot lines in for buildings. There we go. So that's why I never really do pencils, just pencils, because my pencils are so loose I know what's going there, know where stuff's gonna go, but ultimately, so my pencils are always really loose and look like crap until I get the inks on there. That's a little better. Let's space those teeth apart a little bit. A little trick changes the expression. Yeah, it's looking good. All right, you guys got to see some of the creative process. We got like 4 days to go on the Indiegogo for Trixie Cain, Blood Reaper. So you guys check that out. Go check out the Indiegogo, and Nasser will share this video. We'll share it with the link to it, and we'll go, go kick in and help us reach some stretch goals before it finishes up. So thanks for anyone who tuned it in, and you can find me probably sometime today over on my Facebook page live streaming. So we'll talk to y'all later.